Welcome everyone to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition for the Nintendo Switch. I'll start by saying that y'all are getting this video approximately the night before the official release date, which is August 27th. And let me just say, if I sound kind of mellow right now, first of all, it's actually pretty late at night, and I want to respect others in the household, but I'm also just processing this because this is actually one of my most memorable Final Fantasy games ever, despite it not being a main series game. So I'm kind of just like in a little bit of shock, like I can't believe it's here. It's a game that I've been highly anticipating for so long, and it's finally here. I will go ahead and start off by saying that this Let's Play is actually going to be a single player Let's Play. It's not going to be multiplayer. I know a lot of people say it's not the full experience if you're not playing single player. To be completely honest, I think that opinion is not the most well-rounded opinion because you're not taking everything into consideration. I, as well as a few other individuals I know in my life, had a fantastic experience with this game in single player mode. That's not to say it's the same exact thing as multiplayer. They're both actually very different experiences. I'm just going to go ahead and start now and skip all this, even if it says terms of use, private policy, like if you play this game you die. I don't know, I just didn't read it, so whatever. But anyway, oh man, okay, I have to read it. Okay, I read it. No! Okay, there we go. But yeah, they're both very different experiences, and they're both very different games technically if you play the single player route or the multiplayer route. Kind of like, because this game came out for the GameCube originally, and this alongside Four Swords Adventures for the GameCube were the two most well-known games to utilize that whole Game Boy Advance feature for controllers, and both games were very different if you played single or multiplayer. I'm going to stop talking a lot here because this is one of the most iconic entrance songs ever, and I want to shut up so you can all actually hear this. So I will see you all in just a minute once this song is over.
On high that speak to me in secret sighs, drifting on a breeze only I can feel and hear.
And that right there is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles HD Remastered, aka Remastered Edition. Yeah, Remastered Edition actually is the official name that this game was given. I'm going to go ahead and choose Shiny because I basically always choose Shiny for my name. So there are a couple things that I want to go ahead and mention here. I know this game very well. Out of the entire Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles series, which I've played a few on the channel, I played this one, I played a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates as well, and the Crystal Bearers as well on my channel. So if you want to check those out, you can. I played a few others too on my own time, just not on the channel yet. I haven't really brought them into my channel. But, oh yeah, so enter village name, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it as Tipa, that's fine. I think I did that in the original Let's Play I did about 3 to 4 years ago. I will keep that as well like that. But, like I was saying before, out of all the Crystal Chronicles series, out of all the games on this sub-series of Final Fantasy, this is by far the game that I know the most about. And I know a lot about this game. As a little bit of a fun fact, okay, I'll read this. Dawn, the morning of my departure was here at last. I tried to brace myself for the journey ahead. There was a field along the main road where I decided to camp until sunrise. Tomorrow I set out in search of Myrrh. Yeah, so Myrrh. The first thing might be, oh my god, this music. Alright. Oh my god, sorry, I had to put the volume up for a second because I really wanted to hear that again. Okay, so setting out is going to be the main thing that we're going to be doing. But, yeah, so if you're looking for an extensive walkthrough of this game, I know the game very well. You can depend on me for that, because I can definitely help you out as we go, and I'll be talking and explaining as many things as possible. Alright, so set out, friends. So a couple of these things are a little bit different from what I remember, because the main difference about this game is that there is multiplayer, of course, just like the original, but it's not local. In fact, I believe the game doesn't support local multiplayer anymore, but it does definitely support online multiplayer. So that's why there's things like, now there's set out together, there's also friends here, view friend data. The diary is going to be the place where your character actually, I can't do anything, okay. I think I can only set out, yeah, right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this. But I'll talk about those in just a quick sec once the game wants me to go ahead and do this first. Choose up to 8 members from the 4 tribes. Okay. I'll just tell you right now, to be honest, this game feels easier if you just use one character and create poundage with that character, alright, throughout the Let's Play. Or game, I mean, for me it's a Let's Play, but you know what I mean. So this will tell you a little bit of these tribes here. So basically there's Clavets, there's Lilties, there's Ukes, and there's Selkies. So Clavets are, their best stat is by far defense. They're defense experts. Lilties, their best stat is strength. Ukes is magic, and Selkies is agility / speed. They're a little bit more agile when it comes to a couple things. I personally think Lilties are, I'm not going to say they're like by far the best class. In my opinion, they are. I have used all 4, and I have been able to, at least in single player mode. Multiplayer mode, it actually helps to have a wide variety of classes, or races. But in single player mode, from my experience, the game is by far much easier if you use Lilties or to an extent Selkies. Ukes, it's very difficult in single player, I'll be honest. And Clavets are around the middle, I would say. But yeah, so if you want a good challenge, use Ukes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and make a character, and I am going to go ahead and make a Liltie. So, oh nice, yeah, see they definitely changed the whole visual feel of how this works. So you can actually create your character visually here. You can switch between male and female if you want to do that, because these Lilties do actually have different, oh my god, what the fuck. Alright, oh my gosh, okay, Bronze, Buckethead, Steel Visor, Horn Helm, Bearhead. I'm gonna go with Bearhead. This was the character that I used for my original Let's Play, so that's cool. And yes, the big difference here is that they have voices. I'm actually going to put the volume up a little bit so I can also hear it well, but if you select X, you can hear a sample voice. I will shut up.
Fire! Fire! Blizzard! Blizzard!
I'm choosing one. They're all pretty interesting, but I'm going with one. It's not a huge deal to me, to be honest. Okay. Select home job. So you're only allowed to have one home job for each character. So like if I were to select blacksmith with this first character, if I want to make another character, I can no longer select blacksmith. The more characters you have, the more busy Tibo will actually be. And there will be different things you can actually do every single year, like getting free items, and you'll also have all these different services that you can use. To be fair, they're not the best services for the majority of the game. There's different craftsmen, craftspeople in different cities in the game, but it's an option at least. I'm gonna go with blacksmith. Let's go with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and choose. Should I just do shiny? What do I want to call myself? Shiny? I mean, yeah, because like the first name I did was my whole account name. Now it's the character. So, but I want to name my character Shining as well. Alright, you can still, that's fine. So that's my character that I'm going to be using. I'm so excited for this, people. Super excited. Alright, so we're going to get a couple events here. Oh my god, this music. So nostalgic. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Today you finally step out into the world in search of myrrh. You come safely back to Teepaw, alright? That's my family. Should you find any materials for smithing, bring them back to us. We'll forge you a fine weapon. We'll miss you. You'll be back soon, right? Sounds good. Alright, so this event, you will actually see it every single time you make a new character. Shiny, the blacksmith's son, is sent out by his father Lyle, his mother Callan, his sister Cal, and his sister Mimi. So yeah, the text that's highlighted in yellow and purple will always change for each new character, but the other wording of it always stays the same. You see that same exact cutscene a total of 8 times if you make 8 different characters, just with different characters, of course, and the text is a little different. Try moving your caravan. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move up. There's going to be another cutscene here. Yep, I know that as well. Again, I know this game. I know what's going to happen, which is why I'm actually going to enjoy it a lot, because I can definitely walk through it fairly well.
Hail, fellow caravaner. You are the caravan from that village, are you not? I heard they were sending out a new caravan. You seem quite capable. My name is Sol Rock. I am captain of the caravan from the great fortress at Alphataria. Our caravan boasts a history that stretches back thousands of years. But let us discuss that some other time. Stiltskin, do you have a moment? This is the village caravan. Come on, say hello. Allow me to introduce Stiltskin. He may not look it, but he is a seasoned adventurer. Even we turn to him for counsel from time to time.
No, I'm just a Moogle that likes to get around. I learned all sorts of things in my travels before I knew it. I'm on my way somewhere right now, but I can teach you a thing or two if you like.
So I'm actually going to say no thanks to this. It's basically a tutorial, but I can go ahead and teach it to all of you while playing the game on the first level. But yeah, as you can see, the voice acting, that was not existent at all in the original GameCube version, so it's definitely a very nice addition here. I'm going to say no thanks.
I highly recommend you accept his offer.
Yes, you wouldn't want to miss out.
I'm fine, it's okay.
Well, I'm sure he will do just fine.
By the way, are you setting out all by yourself, Capo? You've got a lot on your shoulders, Capo. Let me carry the crystal chalice for you, Capo.
Yes, a capital proposal. Let Mog help you. Be careful out there. You don't want to get in over your head.
Okay, so this thing says, check your diary when back on the world map. I'm going to say yes so I can see what this actually is, because there are a couple new features on here. So I want to see. I think it just means it automatically goes to it, so you can see the entry, I believe. Anyway, yes, okay, it is that. So I'm gonna... Got it. So every time you see an event in this game, it'll actually make a new diary page. So see, that's the first one. And here's the next one. So, latest entry, collecting myrrh. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna just go back. Okay. So, now we actually have a few more options here. Diary you already saw. When it comes to friends and set out together, yeah, see, is this going to take you to this many? I don't want to do that, so I'm actually just going to go back. I'm not even hooked up for that already. Set out is to just go over, set out together is going to be multiplayer. Save slash load is where you actually obviously save or load your game. You can go here, save, first file, save complete. Simple enough. There's also options. Let me just quickly check the options here to see what we have. BGM, okay, cool. That's, wait, I can't, oh, there we go. You can only use the pad here. Battle voice, I'm going to put that to on. Some battle voices in some games get annoying. I will see if this gets annoying or not. Display language, English. Okay, let's go to battle op. Position marker on, minimap display on. Chats, it doesn't matter. And then other, that's fine as it is. Perfectly fine. Letters and family, this is going to build up over time. When you get more, every time you complete a stage you get a letter at the end, so that's definitely very interesting, but I will talk about that more as we go. For set out, that's actually how you branch out to start playing, so we can finally go on and play. So choose this character, mimic, delete character. I'm going to choose this character. Alright. It says now connecting. I don't need to be connecting. Okay. So this here is the first... Oh my god, I love the font where it says River Belle Path. That is very nice. Ooh, I like the overhaul. Okay. So this is the first stage of the game. Probably the most iconic stage of the entire game because of the fact that it's the first one. You may adventure into dungeons in either single player or multiplayer. Choose which mode you would like to play before entering a dungeon. Okay. So you can do single or multi. I'm going to be doing single, of course. So one thing I should mention, you see how it says, so the myrrh tree is green, which means that you can collect myrrh right now from this stage, and this will make more sense as we go and complete more stages. Then it says River Belle Path, and you see a blue icon and a green icon. The blue icon is water, the green icon is a tornado, that's wind. So this stage has both water and wind elements in it. And again, that'll make more sense as we go, but I'm just going to go ahead and play the stage right now. There's voice acting here too, so I will be quiet.
They say that wicked creatures prowl the road along this beautiful riverbank, but nobody's ever seen one. I once asked a man why. He simply replied, because anybody who happens upon one is promptly eaten. But it is long since anyone has met such a fate. For nowadays, people take another route, far away from the spooky old road. Only we walk the old way now. Travelers in crystal caravans.
Alright, so you can gradually start to see the lore and the setting of this game and just the world and what exactly is happening here. We'll be able to actually see, once we get into gameplay, a very interesting mechanic about this Crystal Chronicles game. It can be annoying to some, but it definitely makes sense lore-wise. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and press let's go here. And here we are. So this here is the first stage of the game, and alright. So basically, the stage is here. I'm just walking around. There's actually a little mini-map in the top right corner. Pretty cool. As you can see, if I press B, I set the chalice down. If I press B, I pick it up. The loyalties have this funny animation of bouncing it on their head. That's funny. Anyway, if at any point I leave this whole circle, if I get to the edge, it'll say, hey, warning. That means it's a warning. If I leave, though, watch this. Did you see how I just took half a heart? You will keep taking that much damage like literally every half second or so, and you will die within seconds. At all times in this game, you must stay inside. So the question is, how exactly can you fight and keep carrying this? Do you have to keep carrying it? No. Actually, if you press, whoops, not that. Yeah, if you press X, you can make the little Moogle with you carry it. He can eventually get tired, I will let you know. He can. So that's definitely a potential problem. You can press X again, and there we go. So I can go ahead and lift it up, and I can place it here. If you press these two buttons, it'll actually make half of the bridge come on active on this side. Not really necessary. It's a pathway back, but at least we can make it to the halfway point there, as you can see. Anyway, let's go ahead and take on this. So here's a sign. It just says, oh whoops, it's B, my bad. Roundabout route, scenic route. Alright, if we press L and R, we can actually shift between attack and defend. To be honest, you're not going to be doing much defending in this game. It's not a very useful command in most cases. Alright, so simply press A. Oh, I just took damage there. But I beat him, as you can see. So you don't receive experience in this game for defeating enemies. You really don't. The way it works, or like, I guess the good news about... Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to my combo. You can always do a 3-hit combo if you press the buttons at the same, or not the same time, at the right timing. There we go. Not too fast. If you press it too fast, you will not be able to combo. That right there is a Stone of Cure. That is one of the best items you can get in any dungeon. Because, oh, and this here's a little piece. If you simply put pieces on their little statues, it'll open up gates, doors, whatever the case may be. Here's a fish. I will go ahead and take that. This here allows us to change the element. If we simply just have you drop it, whoops, and then we press B to pick it up and put it there. Press B, and now the chalice is water element. Very important to pass miasma streams, which I will talk about a little bit later as we get to them. Cure stone. So one thing I haven't mentioned is that whole actual pause menu. Whoops, did I just make you drop it? Oh, my bad. The whole pause menu. So there's a lot of things. If we press, what is it? I'm not going to talk about all this right now. I definitely won't. I will talk about the command list though. You have 4 commands. Attack and defend must always be one of the commands. And then you can have different items like Phoenix Downs, Fire, some things. You can also put food here to have a quick access to getting food. One thing I typically recommend to do is to put a Cure Stone and put a Phoenix Down. If you put Phoenix Downs on your command list in single player mode, you will automatically revive and use a Phoenix Down. If you have Phoenix Downs and they're not in the command list and you die, they will not be activated to help revive you. So make sure you always have at least 1 Phoenix Down, preferably more, on your command list. Alright, so over here's a little pathway, nothing I can do there, sadly. Okay, and now we're gonna get into this place here. You don't really have to be fighting all the enemies. If you actually know exactly where you need to be going, and you can actually breeze through these dungeons fairly quickly. That's close, which I knew, but I'm just over here to, you know, kind of show you. Eventually, if you run fast a lot, like what I'm doing now, Mog will get tired. He tends to get more tired if you run fast non-stop without stopping. So it does help a little bit to, you know... Oh shit, my timing is still a little off. I'm still trying to get a little familiar with this. Alright, so these big guys, they do a whole heart of damage. Be very careful. Oh crap, I'm already down to 1.5. Oh, look at that, I'm already down to 1. Alright, so here's a good tactic. If you use Cure on yourself, you can actually cure, honestly, quite a lot of hearts. And that's the big one down. Now we can pick up our stuff. That is an artifact. Artifacts are incredibly important in this game. That is how you permanently improve your stats. You can temporarily improve your stats in dungeons when you pick up an artifact, but then those stats will actually vanish. Those stat increases. However, you can always keep 1 artifact at the end of every dungeon, and that will permanently increase your stats. I just got a design for a bronze belt. Those are going to be coming in handy a little bit later as we get more materials and stuff to actually make stuff, so keep that in mind. There's the wind element one that I was talking about. Oh, damn it, you... Alright, there we go, that one's dead. I'll go back there to get that thing in a bit. No. Is that a little or big one? That's a little one. Okay, I couldn't actually tell. Okay, this is Gil. Every time you see money, like the little coin icon, that's a Gil. Just take it. It doesn't consume an inventory slot, so it's perfectly fine. Oh shit, I'm gonna burn. That's a little... Oh my god. I don't know what that was, but alright. I mean, I know what they are. I've seen them before, obviously. But, yeah. It's like a random... Silver spectacles. Okay. So that's it for this area. And then we're going to go back here. Let's see what we can find. Going back into the same pathway. I think there was a little stone that I saw here. A drop. Where'd it go? I don't know. Alright, so this here is actually the other side of that thing I was talking about. So if you put it there and then you step on this one, you will actually make the other half of the bridge appear here. Now you can easily go back if you wanted to. There's honestly no point to doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back. But I'm basically just showing off the whole, you know, the whole area here. Alright, so the only other place to go, because I already went over here, right? Yeah. Okay, that's all that there was. Alright, I just saw an enemy here. Yep, look at that. Tired. I was waiting for that because I was running a lot. Alright. And I don't need any more stones. Stones you only keep temporarily, just letting you know. Anything that has to do with the little stones with magic, you will only keep them temporarily. So just keep that in mind. Okay, getting some food, getting some gil, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to head over here. Oh my god, that's a big one. Alright, so one thing I have not shown off is focus attacks. If you actually hold A... Oh god. And then you move the circle to where the opponent... Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Are you gonna... You are. Let me cure myself. This is why cure stones are so useful. You don't have a limit on using cures. As long as you find a safe space to do so, then you're fine. That's a chunk of bronze. It's a good material for making some good stuff. A design for bronze gloves. I will take that as well. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. Just 3 simple hits. That is a novice's weapon. That's a design for a novice's weapon. That's how you forge weapons in this game. Alright, that's it for this area. So I came from there. I'm gonna go down this ruined bridge here. This is usually a cure stone from what I remember. Or I guess it could be a life stone too, but I'll be talking more about... because you can actually fuse stones. You actually can do that. I will be talking more about that a little bit later. Again, I don't want to overwhelm everybody too much in the first episode. I'm trying to like space out information. Alright, so this here, this little piece actually is a shortcut back to the beginning. That first area that was closed off. I'm not going to be going there, but it's basically just a little way back. So yeah, I'll need to go there. There's also pots that I haven't talked about yet, but to be honest, I don't really use them all that much. Oh crap. Okay, hold on. I need to... No, be very careful here, because if I get chained... Alright, there we go. Got you both, even though I took a lot of damage here, but that's fine. Alright, getting some more artifacts, that's good. Let's see, that's it for this area. I'm actually almost at the boss, even though I'm basically just fighting every freaking enemy and showing off the whole stage, because I want to do that. Okay, I need to be careful here again. Whoa, 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 oh, damn it. Shit. Okay, hold on. I have to get rid of these little minions. Oh my god, sorry if there was a loud car in the background you just heard. Oh my god. So these are... Where are these again? These are Blizzard. Okay, got it. Looked a little interesting there. Got a Moogle pocket. That's one of the better artifacts that you can get early on in the game. Okay, that's a little sign. I will read that in just a bit. What I get now. A design for bronze armor. Nice. All road dead end. Okay. The boss is down there, so the very last thing I will go ahead and show you is over here. There's a little house. And we got some Moogles here. Huh. Okay. And that's basically it. One thing I didn't show is that there's actually secret spots where you can get stamps. Isn't that? Oh, you know what? No, I know where it is, but it's fine. Alright, so the boss is down here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a cure and go on through. You can always skip these scenes, but because it's the first time that I'm fighting this boss, I will go ahead and keep it on. And yes, you heard me right, the first time I'm fighting this boss. There's a lot of repetition in this game with you fighting the same bosses over and over again. They just get tougher and tougher as more time goes on. Oh my god, and they have names now. Well, I mean, they've always had names, but they never show the names on the actual screen. Giant Crab. So this is in fact the boss of this first stage. To be honest, it's a pretty simple one. One thing that you'll notice right away is that these little creatures get in the way. They spawn every couple minutes or so. You want to be very careful of this boss's attacks. The good thing is that they're typically fairly slow. Oh god damn it. They're typically fairly slow. But as you can see, it's not a problem. You just simply look at what attack he's doing next. That attack, when he charges up that blast, is actually very easy to avoid. You can see it coming so far away. And it's your chance to get some good hits in there. Oh god, fucking... That attack is not lethal at all. That little bubble, it inflicts the slow status on you, but it doesn't do any damage. The slow status is one of the more annoying statuses in this game, to be honest. Alright, so he just lost his claw. Now he goes into phase 2. Phase 2 he starts jumping every now and then. He just inflicted slow on me. This is the max speed that I have. Oh god, run. Okay, that's the bubble right there again for slow. One thing you'll notice is that yes, your health does gradually heal very, very slowly in this game. So as long as you're avoiding enough damage and not taking too many hits non-stop, you're actually going to be fine. Because your health will actually increase and you don't need to rely on cure all that much. Oh, he's probably about to get into... Okay, it's the bubble, that's fine. Oh, damn it. That's fine. Yeah, focus attacks don't really do much better. I mean, they do more damage as you can see, but as you kind of just saw. But the exchange is that they're slower. So in the end, it kind of balances out, to be honest, from what I've kind of noticed more often than not. Okay, now he's going to start using some thunder magic. But he's not going to be using his helm anymore. So that's... Oh, let me kill this guy. Oh no! That move can actually shock you. Be very careful. And he can also easily stun you and keep you locked in, but I got him. That wasn't too bad, right? But that is the first boss of the game down. Yeah, so again, some people just have a playstyle that's more focused around focus attacks. To be honest, relying on brute physical attacks or focus attacks, there isn't one that has a huge advantage over the other, at least with Lilties. Because focus attacks with other classes, I believe both Selkies and... Actually not, I don't think most... Well, it slightly depends on the weapon as well. But with a lot of Selkies, their focus attack actually is... And Ukes, I believe, it's ranged. So there might be a little drawback with not being able to move, and you could get stuck. There's pros and cons to either, but there's not anyone in particular that's better than another. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, every time you beat a boss, if that tree has myrrh, you will get 1 myrrh drop. Collect 3 myrrh drops, and you will actually complete an entire year of protection for your town. Very, very useful. Yeah, so this video is already going up there in time, but to be fair, it is the first video of the series. I don't mind prolonging it a little bit, you know? New diary entry. Check your... No, I'll just say no. Alright, so here's the mail component as well. You will always receive mail if you defeat a boss in a place where there is myrrh. How's everything? You may be facing hardships to drag your spirits down, but always remember that the caravan gives hope to us all. I will say thank you, and I will send an item. Alright, you can always send items. If you get any of these seeds, give them to him. A fine gift for your family. It helps. There you go, take that. I can go back, read the letter once more, now it's fine.
I've got your reply, Capo. So long, Capo.
Alright. And lastly, the very last thing that you'll... Yeah, my score was very low because I did not defeat enemies with focus attacks. That's more so for multiplayer purposes, to get better scores and stuff, but there are some benefits, but that's something I'll be talking about later. So, you can always grab one of these. To be honest, the ones that you should be grabbing early on are the pockets as well as the pendants, because they give you hearts and command slots. I'm going to take the Moogle pocket. Once you take an artifact, that's it. That's literally it. You cannot take that one anymore. But you will always have a permanent upgrade as well. So there is, you know, a good thing with that. Sounds good. Alright, so that's actually going to be it for this episode. I know I went up there in time a little bit. I'm trying to keep these around 30 minutes, but this one did definitely go up there. But next time we will go ahead and continue. And yeah, I will go ahead and show you what there is for this game a little bit more. Hopefully you enjoy this one. Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode in any way, please be sure to leave a like. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great and, of course, a fantastic day.